So I've been playing a lot of retail WoW recently, and I gotta admit, the game doesn't even feel alive anymore. Everywhere you go, it's vast, empty worlds filled with literally nothing. Not a soul there, it's just a husk. Now, I've been longing for the feeling of actually interacting with people inside of the game, but it doesn't seem to happen anytime soon. So I guess I just have to reach the point where midnight actually begins, and there I'm going to meet some new people, but for now, oh my god, it's so atrocious. And it actually just makes me wonder constantly what the hell happened to the game, brother. Like, this is not World of Warcraft anymore.
It had a world that you wanted to live in.
WoW is a carrier for fun social moments.
Your progress matters.
But I would have never played it alone. It is the people that makes it good.
Look at
They
that.
thought I was a
Beautiful.
girl, and I just didn't correct them. Chuck it in. If by some miracle you are listening, I am sorry, mate. You were catfished.
Some of the characters were hilarious. Like, we've probably made some lifelong friends.
People that share your interests, but perhaps not everybody of your friends shares those interests, and you can create a community and friends which perhaps you don't see in real life often, if at all.
What a time to be alive.
I've played World of Warcraft since 2007, and I've put far too much of my time into it. At different points, it felt less like something I played and more like a second life. So I've asked people that I've played World of Warcraft with over the years to share what WoW meant to them. And through their stories, you'll see why for many, it still feels like home.
The main appeal of WoW was you get to actually live inside this world.
Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you. Finally. He said it right out the gate too. Beautiful. That's it. You can end the video here, literally. That was the point of World of Warcraft. People don't understand it. Chris Metzen said it himself. The lead character of this game is not you. It's the world. And that was the beauty of it, man. It was so alive because you interacted with people. The game was way slower, so you actually had those downtimes. And in those downtimes, you just met more people. And by downtimes, I mean walking from place to place, going on a zeppelin or a ship, right? Like most of the fun parts or funniest things that ever happened to me inside of WoW was on like ships and zeppelins. It's like the funniest shit ever, man. You wait for 5 minutes, right? If you just missed it. So you start dancing, you're starting to meme and doing all of the crazy stuff. It was beautiful. Like, these downtimes are important, and nowadays you have World of Portalcraft, so you can't do anything of the sort, and whenever you play Dragonflight, which I'm doing right now, I'm leveling through it, you just have the most rigorous mount ever. Just went like whoop, like Mach 5 speed. You can't see anyone. You're just playing by yourself. It's literally a solo MMO. I don't know even how it works. It's just so frustrating.
The original experience felt endless, like Azeroth was bigger than I could ever fully see.
You could live out your fantasy of being a noble warrior or a powerful mage. The game itself didn't even matter, just being able to live inside this world.
It was like entering that world was just amazing. That random click basically gave me a
damn, the Dark Portal, man.
Azeroth is a big place, especially when you're running.
Insane. Remember how people tried in TBC to just go all together in through the Dark Portal? And oh, it was beautiful. I haven't played, I don't mean back in the day. Obviously, I didn't play back then. But when they re-released TBC, it's so damn good. This experience is unparalleled. I've never experienced anything like this in all the MMOs that I've played. And I love watching a ton of people cram into one space together and infesting one zone all at once. I love that. I don't know why. It's just that feeling of being alive inside a living, breathing world. It just makes you feel like you're actually playing an MMO, and I enjoy every single second of it. It was so damn good. I'm so glad that I was there. It was wonderful, man.
Around in it until level 40, you're spending a lot of time just sort of observing the world, maybe spending time with the music if you still listen to the game music.
You could go see Uther's tomb.
WoW was really fun, but most games are fun, and it's the people you play it with, not the game itself, the majority of the time.
But I would have never played it alone. It is the people that makes it good.
And you can create a community and friends which, perhaps you don't see in real life often, if at all.
As you play, you find people alongside who you like spending time with. Eventually you form guilds.
I tried it out, but it wasn't for me. And I think it was because no one else I knew played it. I started playing and I found it fun because I played with people. So I kept playing it.
So I was never by myself, I was always with other people.
It helped make us friends because we both played well.
I think one of the main draws for leveling was just we always did it as a team, so I was never by myself, I was always with other people.
It puts you around people that share your interests, but perhaps not everybody of your friends shares those interests.
The guild, they became my people.
There was a really good sense of community. My guild always gave me a chance.
You know, I got taught how to play the game pretty much by this guild.
They were all just such a lovely bunch of people.
You would essentially submit a job application. They would assess whether you are a good fit for the team. There are a lot of transferable skills between raid leading and managing a team in a corporate setting.
Social skills, dealing with people, organizing people, managing it.
And by the way, what he said right there is actually true. You can definitely learn skills from video game that translate into real life. You know who did that? Jeff Kaplan. We just watched an interview of him not too long ago by Lex Friedman. It was beautiful. The podcast, I mean, not an interview. And he said that Blizzard recruited him through EverQuest because he had 6K hours on it. Do you realize how insane that is? The man pretty much lived inside of EverQuest. And Blizzard developers watch that and they're like, damn, this guy's good. They were in the guild with him and he didn't know anything about it until they invited him one day for lunch. And they were like, yo, brother, this is us. And he was like, what? That was crazy. And they recruited him into Blizzard. It was phenomenal, man. I loved that story. It was so good. And obviously, his skills translated into being one of the best quest designers out there. And like leading of Overwatch in his later years. It was beautiful, man. Like, of course it's true. We have literally the receipts for that.
Expectations, managing difficult conversations sometimes. What are our goals? What's our group identity? What are we aiming towards and how can we progress that?
We always had sign-up sheets, we had like a roster, and if a mage couldn't make it and I was on reserve, then I'd take their place. And it was a very fair system. We had polls and everything.
Your progress matters because when you've got it, it lasts you multiple raid tiers.
Everything you do has some semblance of permanence.
You get these items and you're like, oh my god, I'm going to have this for a while. That is amazing. And you can kind of forget about that slot and you're really satisfied with your progress.
It's the staff that dropped from the first raid in Classic Molten Core that had two sides of it, one Shadow and one Holy, and you could switch between them. So you had to do a solo healing thing in Eastern.
And also, it's the legendary quest that is tied to it. It was so beautiful. I can't believe they actually had such a thing in Classic. I mean, Vanilla. That's insane, dude. I love the quest where you had all of these dying people and you needed to save them. It was beautiful. I enjoyed this. And it was so difficult, too. It was crazy good.
Plague Lance. It was very
Anathema.
hard, but I did it.
That's how
It
it's
is
called.
why items you get in Vanilla WoW matter. There is only one Thunder Fury, and you cannot substitute it with something else. If someone got Thunder Fury, you're like, wow, I know what that means. I
Yep.
know the significance of it.
It did feel like I'd achieved something properly meaningful.
It's only one thing that I have been excited about when it comes to gear, and when I did it, that was fucking exciting.
If I say I got Dreyfang Talisman on a Hunter, some warrior that hasn't played this game in a decade is going to go, wait, what the fuck? You gave Dreyfang Talisman to a Hunter?
You'd occasionally see some absolute weapon riding past on a rare mount full of epics. You know, you inspect them and you see all the gear.
Dude,
You
this
think, I have
mount is
no idea how you did
crazy.
that.
This is the mount you need to like farm 1,000,000 giants to get, right? I forgot how you actually do it, like the saber, the snow saber. It's crazy mount.
I know that I want it.
If another person got the Baron Rivender's mount, you know that
Yeah.
they got either really lucky or they spent a shit ton of time grinding it.
My guild leader in Vanilla World of Warcraft had that. And he was a dwarf priest. You know how sick that shit was? Seeing a dwarf priest riding on an undead horse in the middle of Ironforge. That was insane. Bro, everyone knew his name across the entire server. It was beautiful, man. I wish I had that. And the funniest thing is, he quit the game before an axe hit. It was so funny, man. It was so sad, too. But at the same time, man, we loved him so much. We loved him, truly. He was such a fantastic guy. I love this guild so much, man. I missed them. Oh man, I'm just... Okay, old man reminiscing here. You know what? Let's just continue.
I started trying to collect mounts and I ended up getting quite a few of them. I got the Swiftsillian Tiger, the Baron's mount. It was high. I felt high. I genuinely nearly cried when I got the Swiftsillian Tiger. That Stridden Stormwind for ages. While people
I
would
didn't
just
get it.
whisper
I
you
lost
and
the
be like,
roll.
oh, grats, where did you get the mount from? Like, you know, because people didn't know. That ignorance just made that game feel massive. So being ignorant to it all just made it feel huge. And I remember there being rumours in school about a secret mount vendor in Stranglethorn Vale that sells you like a Azulian tiger or whatever. I spent days, just days and days, looking for this guy because he was supposed to only appear at certain points at certain times.
God.
He obviously didn't exist, but it was just like the idea that there was these secrets within the game just keeps you so hooked. You just wandered about and hoped for the best. There were no guides, no add-ons. And I remember someone telling me about a specific mob out in Exodus that drops a red bandit mask worth thousands and thousands and thousands of golds, and they're invisible. And I hunted them like a lunatic, you know, trying to score. And I still remember that first ever trip. It was, you know, this is a core memory, is like that first trip going from Teldrassil, landing in Menthil Harbour, trying to get to Ironforge, and doing that fucking terrifying wetlands run. And seeing a crocodile with a...
Man, I love doing this run every single time. I love it. I just blast some music on and I just go into it. It's wonderful, man. It just... I love World of Warcraft so much. I really wish that Retail WoW had a tinge of Classic. That would have made the game infinitesimally better. It's just so infuriating that Blizzard, current day Blizzard, just are so filled with like brain rot because there are a bunch of wine moms and Laboo millennials that working on the game, and even Chris Metzen alone can save it. Like it just he cannot. It's so annoying.
Skull where its level should be, and thinking, right, this is not going the right way. Like, and it just hunting me down, just dying over and over and over again, trying to get to Ironforge just because I was so underleveled. And it just like there weren't any goals. You just leveled, explored.
Some of the characters were hilarious. Like we've probably made some lifelong friends, talking absolute shit during boss fights and trash kills.
It was just good times. It was just fun.
We've got loads of clips of people just saying stupid things.
Just want to draw attention back to the phrase knock it out with a fab.
It was just so funny.
And it was just always good fun.
There's still space to create all of that fun.
They thought I was a girl, and I just didn't correct them. Chuck it
Oh,
in.
of course
if by
you
some
haven't.
miracle you are listening, I am sorry, mate. You were catfished.
Brother, at this point I think everyone knows. The one who do, just delude himself.
I do
But we
apologise. At one point, someone was talking about visiting me, and that's when I realised it had gone slightly too far.
Yeah, by the way, women don't play World of Warcraft. Even the one in the video is just a dude with a voice changer.
They ended up tanking the last boss on Axe because everyone died. Only for about 4 seconds, but evasion tanking and managed to down it, and it was class.
You need to be able to do that with people. Not having that in the game loses a lot of...
I have this exact picture with my guild. Oh man, I just can't get enough of this. It's so good.
its charm. It loses a lot of its opportunity for fun social moments. And that's what the friction that Original WoW has. The need of engaging with the community. There's a lot of downtime. That downtime doesn't feel like it because that just creates a space to have the fun.
What are buggers?
Exactly. Exactly what I said before.
Orny buggers.
Bring your own straw.
What's an orny bugger?
What is he talking about?
What I liked about Enchanting was the need of, again, having to engage with the community. You can't just sell your stuff on the auction house. You need to see people in person, queuing for a quest.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was definitely... What is that? Oh, people just stand in line to kill a boss. Dude, I had this exact same experience when I played Turtle WoW for the first time. It was amazing. Imagine being a killable NPC and seeing a whole line of people waiting to kill you. Well, I came for the head, but I'm not living without those chicks. Come on, man. Are you serious? Oh, I had these exact comments when I played in Turtle WoW. Oh, this is incredible, man. This is a social aspect that we're missing. Like, there's nothing like this in retail. Literally nothing.
To get done. Just little things like that that just make the game charming.
Classic does a much better job of forcing interaction.
Retail has brought in buttons, looking for raid, looking for dungeon, delves if you don't even want to play with people, which is great because not everyone has the time to invest in us.
No, this is not great. This is terrible. It was literally detrimental to the game's health. You make the game more soloable, and therefore you're ostracizing the community who do want it to be more sociable. And that's most of the community, because at the end of the day, this is an MMO RPG, okay? It's not a solo RPG. So you should always understand that the core audience of Blizzard lies within the social element of it. You should always understand that. Making it soloable is just making it worse. Straight up.
About.
For a lot of people, the point of WoW was never the leveling up or the gear. It was everything else in the game.
There was just so much to do in the game that wasn't revolved around just raiding. You had all these sort of little micro economy money makers that, you know, depending on how you liked to make money and what you liked to do, there was different options for it. You could do boosts for people. Some people preferred, okay, I'll go on my main, I'll go around, I'll farm loads of herbs, I'll farm loads of mining points, then I'll send that gold to an alt and pay someone to boost me through a dungeon. People grinding out specific items, like you'd have people all day, every day, and all they would do is run, what was it, Stratholme Live for Crusader orbs and sell them. And there was always different people in your guild that specialised in different things. Someone in our guild that was constantly running Stratholme Undead because they really wanted the Undead horse mount.
You can spend 300 runs in Stratholme and not get it.
They said, okay, if we get that, I'll give every person in the party this much gold.
If this mount drops, I will pay each and every one of you 10,000 gold. But
damn,
a lot of these design principles were abandoned, going all the way to retail. You
Dragonfly.
Every 3 months, everything you have done prior is
irrelevant,
invalidated.
Add-ons, guides, proper builds, and it went brilliant. It was a different way, you know, but it didn't feel the same. It just didn't feel the same at all.
Nostalgia plays quite a big part in my enjoyment of classic WoW. Retail just sort of blah.
Not in mine. I never played World of Warcraft when it came out. I couldn't afford that. I was a kid and my parents thought putting your credit card online is evil. So yeah, they thought everything would get stolen from them, which to be honest is more true for today than back in the day. But I never played it. I had no nostalgia, no attachment whatsoever. I literally tried it for the first time when Blizzard re-released it for the first time. And yeah, I had an absolute blast. To this day, it's my all-time favorite MMO. So I can vouch for myself when I say this. World of Warcraft is still the king of MMOs, and it's not because of nostalgia.
Through all of that.
All of the items become more powerful, which immediately invalidates all of the stuff you have done in the first version of World of Warcraft.
It's not what WoW was originally.
The grind had gone, the achievements felt rewardless, it was just completely changed. Years and years and years later, obviously when Classic came out, of course I went back.
It became checklist gaming, that's what they're trying to say here. Because the game it's just a whole bunch of checklists. It's like, okay, you did your dailies, yes. You held a turtle again into the water, yes. You got beaten with a stick over and over again, yes. You did a raids, yes. You did a thing, yeah. It just, enough, okay? Like, we had enough. Just please, for the love of God, let us enjoy the game for what it is. But Blizzard is clearly doing it to just cash in on the ADHD Labubu millennials that cannot play anything without a single rush of dopamine hit every 2 seconds. So I get why they're doing what they're doing, but it's so detrimental to the game's health. It's insane. You can just make the game good and people would naturally just keep their sabo going, like I have. I mean, it's so dumb. It's really so dumb. But Blizzard don't care about anything except quarterly updates and short-term cash scams. Like, that's all they do. Okay, game is practically just one giant nothing burger. But I haven't played Midnight yet, so I'm not gonna call it out. When I reach Midnight, I'll just go all in on my opinion.
I have to say the mystery was gone. So there was no imaginary vendors, no invisible bandits, masks, no world that felt completely unknowable. I knew where everything was, where I had to go, I knew the quest, and if I didn't know it, I knew where to look to find the answer for it. So the magic had kind of gone.
Damn.
Classic gave me closure on World of Warcraft. Because in the end, WoW wasn't really about gear or mounts. I think it was just hearing.
Man, they really used to do great cinematics,
20 years later, I can still remember the voices of the people that I played with all that time ago. And I cleared content that my teenage self could only dream of. We killed the Lich King repeatedly. I will never not get the itch to play it again. I constantly have to stop myself from resubbing.
I've certainly been a part of very personal situations with people I've met over the years, you know, the sort that you may only share with close friends ordinarily. And I think that's the beauty of online gaming generally. I don't think it's necessarily a WoW thing. And I think it can help provide an outlet for people. I mean, you and I saw that during COVID where, you know, at least for me, I think it would have been a far more frustrating experience.
At some point, I'm definitely going to go back to WoW because that's where my community of people is.
It's a bit sad, it's a bit nostalgic, and what a time to be alive.
I have to be honest, I don't find the entrance for Naxxramas.
We've all
It's
been
a
there.
real joy to hear everyone's memories of World of Warcraft, and if you've never played an MMO, I hope it gave you a window into what an MMO can feel like if you let it become part of your life. And if
It was such a fantastic video. Seems to be the end of it. I mean, I love this guy's video so much. I've reacted to like 4 of them. By now, it's such a fantastic content creator. I'm gonna watch like everything he uploads about WoW. Now, that being said, I'm gonna leave a link in the description. You guys should watch this video for yourself and give this man a like and a sub because he clearly deserved it. But it was such a tremendous experience watching all of this. Like, it's so good hearing other people's opinions about World of Warcraft, and here they're so similar to yours. I mean, it's wonderful, man. We truly love the scarcity of weapon rarity, right? You didn't see a legendary everywhere, but when you did, oh man, it was insane. Like, seeing an epic back in the day was crazy. Nowadays, epics are like nothing. You have a full gear of epics by the time you're like 1 month into raiding. It's like nobody really cares anymore, man. Like, it's lost all value, and especially when the next patch comes out, everything you've done was for nothing. Like, into the void. Like, who cares? And it's so annoying, man. I'm constantly crying about Blizzard, like, needs to change, but it will never happen, and that's what frustrates me. Maybe I'm just putting all of my hopes on the nearest announcement of Classic Plus, which they're bound to have because they've been losing players pretty rapidly, and obviously Turtle WoW has taken quite a chunk of their fan base, so they want to cash in on the Classic Plus experience. I really just hope they would make it right, but I highly doubt that, because again, the old Blizzard we knew is completely gone.